Welcome back, Scrub and Scrubheads, to another video by Static Ray 1. Today we take a look at the behind the scenes for November 2014. What we can expect this month is a double XP weekend. Wait a second. That's already come and gone, hasn't it? Crap! Never mind that. Moving on. Elf City Part 2. Treasure Trails. Heart of Stone quests. Gothixian Caches, which is already in the game, Well of Goodwill, and some Solomon Store stuff. So, starting up, we have Elf City Part 2. If you guys haven't known by now, the Part 1 of Elf City has been released in the game a couple weeks ago, and it's amazing. It is amazing. To sum it up, it's basically the jewel in Runescape's crown, to be honest. There's so much content there. It's just phenomenal what they've done with it. It's amazing. It's really profitable for, high level players, especially because you need somewhat high level stats to actually get access to the city, but somewhat mid to high level players can also get in there too if you have the levels for that. So what sort of things are they releasing in batch 2? Well, for one, there's a new agility training method which requires at least level 77 in the skill. There's going to be some bonus rewards for high level players, so keep your eyes open for hidden shortcuts within the course, I believe. And there's some daily Tai Chi inspired agility training method somewhere else within the city, whatever that means. Interesting. It'll probably be worth it, because agility, holy frack, that skill, man, I'll tell you what. Crystal flasks, which have the ability to hold 2 or more different potions, which will combine their effects in many different ways, and you can unlock some of these abilities if you do some dungeoneering. You'll have access to crystal seeding, which allows you to convert your own crystal seeds into weapons, shields, tools, and teleports. There's also an NPC who can upgrade your dragon pickaxe or hatchet, and you need some levels for that. Level 75 in crafting, construction, and smithing. Motherlode Ma, which is a dragonkin statue that grants special rewards with those who have at least 2490 total level and have at least 115 dungeoneering. So basically, there you have daily Motherlode shards, which you've probably been collecting already, and they say it should be pretty useful to anyone working on their completionist and or trimmed comp capes. Not sure what they're saying there. Maybe you could buy, I don't know, maybe buy off requirements for comp and trim. This is probably totally wrong there. I'm just kind of making something up here, a theory, but I'm probably totally wrong on that. Don't quote me. So, cleansing crystals, which is a new way of training prayer for anyone over level 75. I think this is the inexpensive route as well. So hopefully, that will be a somewhat decent method to train prayer, but we'll check out the XP per hour on that later. Access to shadow cores, which is a new combat creature that allows you to gain divination experience. They give you light cores, which is a secondary ingredient for a new divination summoning creature, which in theory grants more time within tiers of Gothics, D&D, and faster XP gain while gathering memories. Edemu, which is a level 90 Slayer target who drop a new type of ash, a pet, and an upgrade to certain amulets. So that's great. Maybe we can get even a higher bonuses on our current amulets in the game. That'd be great. That's about it for that. Moving on to Treasure Trails. They're releasing a new batch of treasure trails. Some important changes on the way. Updating items needed to complete them. You'll also be able to re-roll rewards or improve your rewards on future trails if the rewards you get aren't that great. So that could be kind of OP, but maybe you'll have a limited amount of re-rolls per day, possibly. I'm not sure on that. So there will be new rewards, of course, including explosive barrel backpacks, dyes for your level 90 gear, and updated general reward lists to make treasure trails much more lucrative. Personally, I don't do treasure trails, but for those who do, it sounds rather intriguing, so I hope you're excited for that. Moving on to the quest of the month, Heart of Stone. Basically, it's a low level quest requiring 25 rune crafting, 35 magic, and completion of the Carnelian Rising and Rune Memories quests. Your objective is to hunt a dangerous criminal across the world, and this golem here will be assisting you to track down this criminal. So they expect combat and some puzzles to sink your teeth into. Moving on, Gathixian Caches. This is already in the game. It's a fairly effective way to get your daily divination experience, which I highly recommend doing. So moving on, Well of Goodwill. They've released this before in the past, but they're bringing it back again. They're reopening it up. Basically, I'll go through it real quick. You can exchange your wealth in game, either if it's gold or bonds, whatever it might be. And basically, for every 5 mil of wealth that you give, they will donate $1 US dollar. But in theory, rather than just putting plain old GP in the well, it's more effective to buy bonds first and putting bonds in the well. You would get more, it would be more effective if you went that route, so I highly recommend doing that if you so choose. There's also some new titles you can earn by doing that. It's called, I think, Millionaire and Billionaire. So if you're somewhat wealthy, have at it. And lastly, we got some Solomon store stuff. Solomon has made some changes to the weapon override feature to make the system more flexible, and has added some new fancy threads to his store, whatever that freaking means, who knows. There are 2 outfit sets focused around Next and KBD. So visual upgrades available to those who wear the sets while slaying the boss. That's cool if you're one of those people who like to do the keepsake route or that sort of thing. That's cool. I personally don't, but if you do, that's cool. But that's about it for this video, for this behind the scenes, guys. Want to thank you for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed, and remember to gain XP, for it is thy destiny.